The Three Musketeers, introducing Jerry, Larry, and Terry. These three cats were not just ordinary felines, they were a team, a family, and the best of friends. Each one had a unique personality that made their bond even stronger. Jerry was a brave cat. He loved adventures. Whether it was climbing the tallest tree in the neighborhood or exploring the darkest corners of the garden, Jerry was always up for a challenge. His courage was unmatched, and he often led the way for his friends. He was the leader of the group. His friends looked up to him and trusted his judgment. Jerry's adventurous spirit often got them into exciting situations, but he always made sure they were safe.
Larry was a strong cat. He wasn't very clever, but his strength made up for it. He could move heavy objects and protect his friends from any danger. Larry's heart was as big as his muscles, and he was always there to lend a helping paw, but he was always happy to help. Whether it was carrying supplies for their adventures or standing guard while the others rested, Larry's strength and kindness were invaluable to the group.
Terry was a small cat. He was very smart. His intelligence often saved the day. Terry could solve puzzles, find hidden paths, and come up with clever plans. His quick thinking and sharp mind were crucial for their adventures. But he was also very scared. Despite his intelligence, Terry was easily frightened. Loud noises, sudden movements, and unfamiliar places made him nervous. But with Jerry and Larry by his side, he found the courage to face his fears.
The three cats were the best of friends. They did everything together, from playing games to going on adventures. Their bond was unbreakable, and they always had each other's backs. They lived in a big house. It was in Canada. The house had a large garden where they spent most of their time. It was their playground, their battlefield, and their home. They loved to play games. Whether it was chasing each other, playing with toys, or inventing new games, they always had fun. Their laughter and joy filled the garden. They also loved to eat. Mealtime was a special time for them. They enjoyed delicious meals together, sharing their favorite foods and savoring every bite. One day, Jerry had an idea. His eyes lit up with excitement as he gathered his friends.
"Let's go on an adventure," he said. His voice was filled with enthusiasm. He had a plan that would take them beyond their garden. "We can go to Mexico and eat tacos." The idea of traveling to a new place and trying new food excited them all.
Larry and Terry were excited. They loved tacos. The thought of a new adventure and delicious food made their tails twitch with anticipation. So, they packed their bags. They gathered their favorite toys, some snacks, and a map. They were ready for anything. They were ready for a big adventure. With Jerry leading the way, Larry providing strength, and Terry's cleverness, they knew this journey would be unforgettable. And so, the three friends set off on their new adventure, excited for what lay ahead. A Tale of Tacos Adventures in Mexican Cuisine. Mexico was very colorful. The streets were alive with vibrant colors, bustling with people, and filled with the enticing aromas of street food. It was a sensory overload in the best possible way. There were so many smells and sounds, the cats were amazed. The market was a kaleidoscope of sights and sounds, with vendors shouting out their wares, the sizzle of food being cooked, and the rich, spicy scents wafting through the air. The cats had never experienced anything like it. Their first stop was a taco stand. The stand was bustling with activity, and the cats could see the cook expertly flipping tortillas and adding generous portions of meat and toppings. The sight made their mouths water.
Jerry loved his taco. He devoured it with gusto, savoring every bite. The combination of flavors was unlike anything he had ever tasted before. It was spicy and delicious. Larry liked his taco. The heat from the spices was just right, adding a kick that made the flavors pop. Larry appreciated the complexity of the taste, but he thought he could make a better one. Larry was always the perfectionist, and he couldn't help but think about how he might tweak the recipe to suit his own tastes.
Terry was too scared to eat his taco. The unfamiliar food made him nervous, and he hesitated, unsure if he should take a bite. He thought it looked strange. The combination of ingredients was unlike anything he had seen before, and he wasn't sure if he would like it.
They went to another taco stand. Determined to find something that Terry would enjoy, they continued their culinary adventure. Then another, and another. Each stand offered a unique twist on the classic taco with different meats, toppings, and sauces. They tried 20 different tacos. The variety was astounding, and each taco was a new adventure in flavor.
Jerry loved them all. Larry liked them. Jerry couldn't get enough of the delicious tacos, while Larry appreciated the culinary creativity, but he still thought he could do better. Larry's mind was already racing with ideas for his own taco creations.
Poor Terry, he didn't like any of them. The unfamiliar flavors were too much for him and he felt left out of the fun. The cats were tired. After a long day of eating and exploring, they were ready to rest. They decided to find a place to sleep. They wandered through the streets, looking for a cozy spot to rest their weary heads. They found a cozy barn. The barn was warm and inviting, with soft hay that looked perfect for a nap. It was filled with hay. They curled up together. The hay was soft and comfortable, and the cats felt safe and content, and they went to sleep. As they drifted off, they dreamed of the day's adventures and the delicious tacos they had tasted. Sally the Chihuahua, a chef with a heart of gold. Sally was not just any Chihuahua, she had a special talent for cooking that made her stand out. Her tiny paws moved with precision and grace, creating culinary masterpieces that delighted everyone who tasted them. The next morning the cats were hungry. They had heard rumors about a small restaurant run by a Chihuahua who made the best tacos in the area. They went looking for breakfast. Their noses twitched as they followed the delicious aroma wafting through the air. They found a small restaurant. A Chihuahua was cooking. The sight was both surprising and delightful.
"Hello," said Jerry. His eyes sparkled with curiosity and hope. "Can we have some tacos, please?" His voice was polite but eager, reflecting the hunger that gnawed at his belly.
The Chihuahua smiled. "Of course," she said. "My name is Sally." Her voice was warm and welcoming, making the cats feel at ease. "I make the best tacos in Mexico," she declared with pride, her eyes twinkling with confidence.
Sally brought them their tacos. The plates were beautifully arranged, each taco a work of art. They were the most amazing tacos the cats had ever seen. The vibrant colors and enticing smells made their mouths water.
Jerry took a big bite. "Wow," he said. His eyes widened in surprise and delight. "This is the best taco ever," Larry agreed. "You're right," he said. The cats couldn't stop eating, each bite better than the last. "These are even better than the ones I make," Larry exclaimed, his voice filled with admiration.
Even Terry loved his taco. He was usually picky, but today he was savoring every bite. "This is delicious," he said. The cats knew they had found a new favorite spot for breakfast thanks to Sally, the chef with a heart of gold.
The cats ate all their tacos. They were very full and very happy. "Sally, your tacos are incredible. Would you ever consider moving to Canada? You could cook for us all the time." Sally giggled. "Canada sounds lovely, but I can't just leave Mexico. This is my home." Terry, despite his usual timidness, spoke up. "We understand. But maybe you could visit us someday?" Sally's eyes lit up. "Visit? I would love to visit. I've always wanted to see the world beyond Mexico." The cats were thrilled. They knew just how to get Sally to Canada. "We'll take you on an adventure. We're going home on the backs of tapers." Terry was nervous. "Tapers? Are you sure that's safe?" Larry patted Terry on the head. "Don't worry, Terry. It'll be fun." Sally was excited. She had never been on an adventure before. The tapir named Zach took them very happily. They stopped in Washington, USA, on Zach's request to see his friend Sam the Eagle. It was a short but exciting stop. Then Sam the Eagle flew all the four friends all the way to Canada. The journey was filled with laughter. The friends shared stories and dreams. They even taught Sally some Canadian phrases. Finally, they arrived in Keswick, Ontario. It was a beautiful place with friendly people. Sally felt immediately welcomed. "This is amazing. I can't wait to explore more," Jerry promised Sally. "We'll have so many adventures here, Sally. Just wait and see." And so, the three cats and their new Chihuahua friend started their new chapter. They were ready for all the fun and exciting adventures that Keswick held, their hearts full of tacos, friendship, and the joy of new beginnings. Sally asked next time, "Let's visit Zach. He is a fun guy and knows his history."